Welcome back, friends. Here we go for another informative video on how to get what you want. Ultimately, it comes down to some pretty boring stuff. Two things we're going to talk about today. First is consistency. The second is focus. Consistency is the most important part of doing anything, getting what you want, like doing anything that will get you all the way to an end goal that you want through the difficult, annoying means to an end goal that you want. The reason consistency is important to get you there is you need to build to get to anything. You do the same thing over and over, and it builds to get your ideal body, get your ideal job, get your ideal degree or whatever. And the problem with consistency is it's super boring. I mean, especially when you can do the same thing every day, ideally every morning. This is the best way I've found to build consistency, the fastest way to get to any goal. You pick any activity, be it an hour, 2 hours. You're trying to get better at drawing, you draw for an hour, writing, you write for an hour, exercise for an hour, anything. Insert that for an hour in the morning to whatever, right before you do anything. You continually do it every single day until you make it to your goal, to the thing that you want. And the problem with this is it's extremely mundane. It's boring. It's hard to keep things interesting. It's hard to stick to it, and purely because of the boringness of this, the discipline required to do something that just isn't inherently interesting or new every day. Like, most people don't get what they want. It seems like it's such a far off concept, and I mean, in some ways it's exactly as easy as not getting what you want. It's just a different, they're two separate paths here. Consistency is really important. The second part's focus, which makes consistency easier. You're trying to be consistent, you're trying to do your morning thing, but you have a billion things going on. You're not focused on getting one thing at a time. You can't really get more than one thing you want at a time. By focusing means just saying no. So by focusing and cutting out other things that aren't what you want, that aren't what you really want. There's always one thing you want more than everything else, but by cutting out these other things, by saying no, by focusing on what you really want the most, it makes consistency easier in some ways, such that you don't have things interrupting your routine. Big key for consistency: routines. You don't have things interrupting your routine when you're able to focus. So yeah, ultimately you have to embrace the mundaneness, mundanity, whatever, boringness of consistent progress that will get you to what you want. But the formula's out there. Everyone can access this, so action's all that's left, my friends. Let's go get out there.